Well, I have kind of a personal story about this. I guess about 40 years ago, I had a friend who taught at Peekskill High School. One of her kids discovered a Howard Fast book in his parents' bookcase, but it was hidden. My friend was a Chicago native, didn't know much about Peekskill. The student read the book, and she was astonished by it. And the next day, told her students about the Peekskill life. And they went home and told their parents. And their parents said, "Oh, no, that was Uncle Tony. That wasn't us." There was an embarrassment and a shame about what had happened.
Certainly. I mean, Peekskill was no longer in its peak era, if you want to call it, from when it was an industrial riverboat town. It was now just a blue-collar, working-class community. And then suddenly, it gets thrown into the national and international scene for a really bad reason. I do think a lot of people were embarrassed of that part, even if they still believed all the same things they did before. In the final episode, I am covering exactly that change from how it went from that Wake Up America Peekskill did to the don't talk about it, don't preserve it, don't anything, because that's a dramatic change. How does something like that happen? There's a lot of reasons for it. Certainly wanting to clean up the image of the town, try and move on as fast as possible. And one of the ways they did that, very similar to your story, I've read many anecdotes of Peekskill High School students going back to the 60s and 70s, wanting to go to the library to see the Peekskill Evening Star articles and being told that they can't, or teachers being reprimanded because they told their students about the riots. A lot of cases like that, which line up with a lot of my own anecdotal experiences of trying to go to the museums in Peekskill and being blocked, trying to talk about it with some people and being told, don't talk about it, it's best left forgotten. Historians and former politicians of Peekskill telling me, do not talk about it, it should be forgotten. The funniest example, a former mayor told me that I better not be using that damn Howard Fast book, which is right over there on that table and sourced in this entire episode.